Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Openscad. And in this video we are going to see how to create models, how we can create an object using Openscad, and it's going to be very interesting to create this object because we will see different type of features. Openscad is very great software if you want to work with programming 3D models. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Openscad is available. So if you want to learn Openscad step by step with a course structure, this course will be perfect. It is on the first link on the description. You will see the models, the session of the course, a lot of hours of training content to perfectly master Openscad. Second link on the description, this is a website. In this YouTube channel, you have series of video tutorials to learn software. And on the second link on the description, this is a website with a summary of all the complete courses to perfectly master these softwares. So let's start with the creation of these models. First, I will go on the left and I will define a cube. And this cube, I will define a first value with 120, a second value with 120. I will enter a 8 with 10, and I will just close my bracket and comma center equal true. And after I will finish with my parenthesis and semicolon, I will zoom little out to see the render of this element. Now I want to add a rounded corner. To add rounded corner, first I will create a cylinder and I will put a value of this cylinder. The first value will be 4, the second will be maybe 8, and the third will be 8. And I will close like this and semicolon also. Why I create a cylinder? Because I want to use the Minkowski features, and the Minkowski feature will allow you to add rounded corner. So you can type Minkowski, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and click on and apply this symbol to open and apply this symbol to close. And thanks to that, I can take my cube, take my cylinder inside the Minkowski, and I can add rounded corner. If I want to increase the level of resolution here, I can just on my cylinder use something like $FN equal, and I will enter a value of 100 to increase the number of subdivisions here. So it's okay for that. After that, I will create a cylinder. So I will tap cylinder just here. Maybe I can tap, yes, my cylinder just on this area. And I want to create 4 holes on each corner of this part. So I will create a first cylinder with a value of 80 and a radius of 10, R1, and radius of 10, radius 2. And I will close my parenthesis and semicolon. And I will also complete with comma center equal true, and comma I will put $FN equal 100, just like this. And after to do this work, my cylinder will appear in the middle here, and I want to position in one of the corners first. So I will tap translate, and I will apply a value of 48 on the x-axis, 48 on the y-axis, and also 0 on the z-axis. Bracket, parenthesis, and you can see if I apply my translation, the cylinder is located on this area. And I want to repeat this cylinder on each corners. How to do this? I will select this one and right-click copy, and click here, right-click and paste, right-click and paste, and right-click and paste. So now I have 4 cylinders in the same position. So if I want to move the position, I will select my second cylinder here, and I will just change the translate for -48 and 48. And this one 48 and -48. And this one -48 and -48. And thanks to that, I have my 4 cylinder with a different position. And I want to create holes. So if I want to create holes, I need to use the operation difference. So I can take difference on the top, open the parenthesis, close the parenthesis, and here I can use these symbols to open, and totally at the end, this symbol to close. Oops, it's not working properly. Yes. And now I can, from the Minkowski, I can remove the cylinder. You need to just have the right order, and I can obtain this render. So this will be our base. So just on the top, I can type something like base. It will be pretty good for the structure. So then what I will do, I will add more cylinder on the top. So I will create a cylinder just here. And this cylinder, I will enter a 8 with 40. And radius 1, 30, radius 2, 30. And this cylinder, I will not put in the center. I will just create my cylinder just here. I will just increase with the $fn equal 100 to increase the number of subdivision. So after to do this work, I need to translate. So I'll go on this area and I will translate this cylinder on the x-axis with 0, y-axis 0, and z-axis. If I start with, for example, 40, I can validate my cylinder will appear here. So what will be the right position in this case? Because I use also the Minkowski, I need definitely to reduce. And if I apply a value of 20, just here, if I apply a value of 10, yes, it will be pretty nice if I put 9, but maybe I can change something. I can put my cylinder in center, and center equal true. In this case, I will have different value, but I can do this. Center equal true. And I can validate. So now the cylinder will be located here. What I can do if I put 30 here, yes, I will obtain, but I have a small space. Yes, definitely I have a small space, I think. So I need to enter 29. Yes, it's 29 the right value. When you use the Minkowski, it's not every time easy to position after the element because you have little like an offset. So this is my cylinder number 1, and I can type cylinder here like this for the right structure, cylinder number 1. This will be the number 3. It's better to work like this. And I can copy my cylinder 3, go on the top and paste the cylinder number 2. And I can just come back with the structure. Yes, just like this. On this cylinder number 2, I will change the radius 20. And here I will change 20. And here I will change for 40 also. And I need to change the position. So it means if I type 80, for example, just here, the cylinder will be located here. If I type 70, normally I will have a space with, it's not perfect. Yes, I need to add once more. So it will be 69. And I can obtain this render. So now what I will do is to create my last cylinder. So I will copy this one, go on the top and paste. I will replace for the cylinder number 1. And I will change the value of my cylinder first. So here I will focus with 20. Here I will focus with 10. And here I will focus with 10. And I can just validate. Now let's create offset. If I put 120, so now my cylinder is located here. So I need to reduce. And if I put 90, just like this, it's too much. So maybe I will increase. Here I will increase with 30. I will increase with 30. And on this area, if I put 110, normally I will be just with a small space. So this is why it's not 110. It will be, oops, not 108. But I need to check something. So sometime about the position, it's not very time easy. Here it will be 105, and even not 105, 104 in my case. Okay, so it's okay for that. Now I want to group all the elements because I would like to create a cylinder crossing all the parts, but I need to link the part first. So what I will do, I will create union first. So here I will use union and parentheses parenthesis, and I will open here to go on this area, and I will go totally at the end, and I will use also this symbol to close. So now if I activate the preview, I link all the elements. And I need to add on the top another cylinder. So I can type cylinder, and on the top I will enter a value of maybe 200, radius 1 6, no more, just 6, and radius 2 6. After to do this work, I can use my semicolon, and I can put in the center, so center equal true, and also $fn equal 100. So thanks to that, we'll have everything to 100 for the $fn, just like this. But it's not crossing all the part. Oops, I think I forgot n. Yes, like this. It's not crossing all the part. I can increase, maybe 300 will be enough. Let's try. Yes, it's okay. And now something that I will do is to create a difference. I can replace here by, for example, unions elements here. On this area, I can type, for example, cylinder difference. Okay. And here on the top, I will type difference element. But here, I need to position this element totally at the end, because I need to subtract the object on the bottom and the object on the top. So this is why I need to copy cylinder difference and to put this totally at the end. So totally at the end, I can paste, just like that. And now it's going to work properly. So I can come back, and inside difference element, I will put difference here, parenthesis, parenthesis, and I will use this symbol here. And totally at the end, I will close my symbols. And I will just validate. And here it's not working properly. For one reason, I think I make something wrong about the structure. So I'm going to come back. I have the difference here. Yes. I think something is wrong about the structure. I know what is wrong. Something that I need to do, it's inside this union element, I need to create a group. So just before union, I need to put these symbols just here. Or maybe I have, yes, I need to come back. I need something is wrong. Yes, something is wrong because here I have still cylinder difference. So this is why it was not working properly. So I can come back with difference just here. And let's put this one, difference, open here, and just on at the end, I will close with this symbol. So now let's just take a glance if, yes, now it's working properly. I could create group, but it's working properly, just that I forgot to erase one of these difference. And take a glance, we have these holes in the middles. And now if you need, you can also change the view, you can activate perspective view, and this is a type of model that I can create using Openscad. You can do this type of work with a CAD software. You can do this type of work with a 3D modeling software, classical, normal 3D modeling software. You can also do this with code. The interest of the code is after we can add variable, or at the same time we can add variable. Here I didn't use the variable, but it's possible to add variables, and if after we want to change the size of the holes or anything like this, it's possible. So let's take the structure. You can take a glance about the structure here, how we organize the different parts. About the organization, there is not only one way to do, we can add multiple ways. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description, the complete course Openscad is available. So if you want to learn this software step by step with the course structure, in the first link on the description, it will be perfect. You will see the models. the session of the course, what you will be able to learn. Concretely, we see Openscad in details, in different models, sessions starting from scratch to obtain a very good level in Openscad and to be able to create all your 3D models. First link on the description, complete guide Openscad. Second link on the description, it is the website in link with these YouTube channels. You can learn to different software in these YouTube channels and you can discover softwares. And in the second link on the description, it is a website with a summary of all the courses in link with these YouTube channels. And for our next video, I'm going to tell you, see you, ciao, ciao.